In a world where global economies are intricately interwoven, the recent announcement by President Donald Trump to lower tariffs on major tech exporting nations has sent ripples across the international trade landscape. This move, while seemingly a step towards easing trade tensions, is layered with complexities that could redefine the dynamics of global commerce. At the heart of this decision lies a strategic recalibration aimed at bolstering the U.S. economy by fostering better trade relations with key tech-producing countries. However, the implications of this tariff adjustment are far-reaching, affecting not just the nations directly involved but also the global market at large. The backdrop to this decision is a world grappling with economic uncertainties, where the balance of power is constantly shifting. The U.S., under Trump's administration, has been navigating a tumultuous trade environment, marked by a series of aggressive tariff impositions that have strained relations with several countries. The recent reduction in tariffs is a calculated move to mend some of these strained ties, particularly with nations that are pivotal to the tech industry. Countries like Malaysia, which have been significant players in the tech export market, are now seeing a glimmer of hope as the U.S. eases its tariff grip. Malaysia's response, characterized by a pragmatic acceptance of this situation, reflects a broader sentiment among affected nations. The attitude of this could be worse, and our neighbors are copying it too underscores a resilience and adaptability that is crucial in today's volatile economic climate. Yet, despite the lowered tariffs, consumers in the U.S. may not see immediate relief in prices. The intricate supply chains and the time it takes for tariff changes to trickle down to retail prices mean that buyers might still face higher costs in the short term. This paradox highlights the complex nature of international trade, where policy changes do not always translate into immediate consumer benefits. Meanwhile, the global market is reacting to these developments with a mix of optimism and caution. The Indian equity markets, for instance, have been on a downward trajectory, with the Nifty ending below 24,600 amidst global worries and a rout in the pharma sector. The reaffirmation of steep tariffs, including a 25% duty on India, has further stoked these concerns, contributing to the longest losing streak in 2 years for Indian equity benchmarks. This scenario paints a picture of a world where economic policies are in a constant state of flux, with each decision having a domino effect on global markets. As nations grapple with these changes, the question remains: how will the wall of tariffs impact the U.S. economy in the long run? The deadline for trade deals with the Trump administration has come and gone, with many countries failing to reach an agreement. Those that did not comply are now facing the brunt of a wall of tariffs, with individual rates as high as 25%. This aggressive stance by the U.S. is a double-edged sword, potentially boosting domestic industries while risking alienation from key international partners. The BRICS countries, in particular, have been non-cooperative, raising concerns about the future of trade relations with these emerging economies. As the dust settles on this latest chapter in global trade, the world watches with bated breath to see how these developments will unfold. Will the U.S. economy thrive under this new tariff regime? Or will the repercussions of strained international relations outweigh the benefits? The answers to these questions will shape the future of global commerce, influencing everything from consumer prices to international diplomacy. In this high-stakes game of economic chess, every move counts, and the world is watching closely to see who will emerge as the victor. As we navigate this complex landscape, one thing is clear: the rules of the game are changing, and those who adapt quickly will be the ones to thrive in this new era of global trade.